So I'm here in Garabandal, and I'd just like to introduce some amazing friends of mine that are going to tell you a little bit about this building here. And I'm going to pass you to Anne first.
Thank you, Robert. It is so good to have you here. We're so excited. So, I'm Anna Weigel, and my husband and I moved here from America 3 years ago to Garabandal, and we are so happy to welcome any of you to our Divine Will Institute and Retreat Center that is 25 years old this coming June 1st. And I'm going to pass it on over to Miss Ann Ellison, who is the directress of our center for the Louisa Picaretta Center, who built this beautiful complex here. And we actually had our honeymoon here, I'm just saying, 2006. Here you go, Miss Ann.
Hello. Well, I want to welcome you, Robert. You're more than welcome to be here anytime. It's open house for you.
Yeah,
And I want to thank Anne because without Anne, we probably wouldn't even be open because I can't be here all the time anymore. So since she moved here and we've known each other since 1996, so we're old friends. She said, since I'm here, I can help you keep the house open. So she comes and does an excellent job in keeping everything organized and done very well. And everybody loves it. Loves it. So let me turn it back over to Anne. And this is Felicia Murray. I'm sorry. This is Felicia Murray. She's been with the house since 2004
yeah,
and has helped out numerous times with helping, with organizing and all that.
perfect. I'll just, I just have some questions. Maybe a brief history. How many people can come here, and what is some of the things that pilgrims can expect when they come to the Divine Will Institute House?
Correct. Very good, Robert. So Garabandal is nothing like any other pilgrim center. Our Lady has appeared here for over 2,000 times in the early 1960s, from 1961 to 1965. And dear Ann Ellison, with Tom Fahey, who was the person who was sanctioned by Trani, Italy, to be the only English-speaking representative of Louisa Picaretta, which is about the fulfillment of the Our Father prayer. They searched everywhere to find a place in Europe because so many people were interested in what does this mean about the fulfillment of the Our Father prayer. And lo and behold, here in Garabandal, Spain, everything fell into place. So 25 years ago, they built this house, and it's beautiful. So we have 9 rooms, but we have up to 20 pilgrims. We've had 40 Irish, our wonderful Irish brothers and sisters. We love you so much. There is such a connection between Ireland and Garabandal. It's just remarkable because here it hasn't been developed. We love Medjugorje. I've been there a number of times, but it's not like that because we're moving into a time of interior reality, interior presence of the divine will of God's living within us. It's all in Scripture, but it's time to have that happen. So you don't have the distractions as you do other places. We have the beautiful pines that's up here where the miracle is going to take place. You can't. It's just only about a 10-minute walk up around here.
There, yes. Yeah, yeah.
And we say the 3 fiats of creation, redemption, and sanctification are alive and well in this little village. So we're up in the mountains. We'd love to have you come. Like I said, we had over 40 just last week and the week before that. So we can make it happen. 20 is a good number, but this is Our Lady's village, Our Lady's house. So she's in charge of all these kind of details.
Yeah.
But my husband is a 7th-generation French chef. I'm just saying. It might not be bad to have some good meals with him, too.
Yes, that's great. Well, do you want to take us into the entrance here and to show a little bit inside? I wanted to start the video out here to show people a little bit of the property and then just show you the entrance to the house and what people can expect if they come here.
And I think I'm going to excuse myself now. There's a lot of work yet to do in there, so I'm going to let Ann take over with the showing around. If
That's
that's
Very
okay.
perfect. Okay,
Thank you.
no
God
problem.
bless you.
God bless.
Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah.
So this is a nice veranda to come out with our geraniums and our wonderful flowers, which are in abundance right now. So welcome to our Divine Will Institute and Retreat Center. And as you can see, as soon as you walk in, there's a wonderful dining room. And our main entrance and visual is, of course, this wonderful painting by Thomas Canning, he's a wonderful artist from Ireland. And of course, also the crucifix and the salon area of our Lord Jesus Christ with our Divine Mercy and Our Lady of Garabandal over there, and a beautiful salon here. And Our Lady of the Assumption, which is the Divine Will feast day, because when Our Lady was assumed into heaven, she took all of our acts, thoughts, words, and deeds with her. And but she's also here present with us now. So this is why she's our mother and the queen of the divine will.
Yes.
So it's very exciting, Robert. So we knew that Thomas knew that this was going to be a place after the warning and the miracle where people were going to want to know, what is this all about? You know, how come I was given like this bill of goods, so to speak, with the human will about success here on earth of what we think is important as far as career or money or family. No, all those are okay, but it's not enough anymore.
Yeah.
So we're in the process of moving into this new era of peace, and it's with the gift of divine will. And on that note, this other picture over here, if you don't mind, Mr. Robert, I'll show you this picture of Luisa Picaretta, and she is the woman by which that Tom and Ann and Kathy built this house 25 years ago, and she's the one who was not only a mystic, but the secretary for the divine will that our Jesus chose from all centuries, all creation. And this beautiful Luisa Picaretta from Corrado, Italy, is the one that for 40 years was in her bed, and our Lord downloaded her with 36 volumes of the Book of Heaven that he named himself, where he unpacked what the whole purpose of the Our Father prayer has been all about. So it's an exciting time to come here and just study and read and enter into this reality that he wants to dwell within us 24/7, holy and righteous in his sight, all the days of our lives.
Yes. And how are you open all year round, or what are the periods that you get most pilgrims?
Okay, good question. As beautiful as northern Spain is, we're only about 20 minutes away from the ocean, which is lovely. But we're up in the mountains, and in the wintertime, it can get a little chilly. So from November, December, January, February, it's kind of a slow time as far as when pilgrims are coming. But after that, it's open sesame, you know. But we're welcome, you know, you're welcome any time, really, whatever the Heavenly Father and Our Lady has ordained for you. But for the most part, we're beginning to get a lot of pilgrims now coming from everywhere, America, Australia, everywhere. The divine will is exploding. And if you were to stay here and you've never heard about the divine will before, you don't know that much about it, although Ireland is exploding with it, I'm just saying. Yeah. You're welcome just to stay here, and then we'll give you like an overview of it so that you're introduced, because Our Lady is calling you, not only to come here, but then to enter deeply into this gift of the divine will.
Well, Anne, thank you very much for showing us around this beautiful centre. And I see here there's a picture of Saint Annibale Maria di Francia, who I believe was the Luisa Picaretta's one of her spiritual directors.
Her prime spiritual director, but her one by which that he gave the imprimatur for the first 19 volumes of her books. And as well as we call it the Queen Book and the Passion Book, were very powerful insights that our Lord revealed to Luisa. But he was so moved, Saint Annibale de Francia, that he had other orders that he founded with the Rogationists and orphanages, gave all time and money. He was a little bit like the Saint Maximilian Kolbe, a little bit before his time, printing press and so forth. But like St. Augustine, as soon as he came upon Luisa, he says, everything is straw compared to what is being revealed in this Book of Heaven. So he passed after in about 1927. And his feast day is June 1st, which is when this house, the Divine Will Institute and Retreat Center, was initiated 25 years ago in the year 2000 soon. Yeah. So we're going to have a pilgrimage actually to celebrate with St. Annibale and Luisa here next year. You're welcome to come and join us.
Well, thank you so much for taking us on this mini tour of this house. And I do encourage people to come and make a pilgrimage here to Garabandal. I'm going to leave your contact details in the description of this video. If people want to get in touch with you. And as I said, as soon as I walked into this house, there's such peace. There's it really is a beautiful sense. The whole village is a beautiful sense of peace, and that's very important. You know, when you arrive somewhere and you feel comfortable, and you definitely feel it here. And I just wanted to thank you for inviting me here.
We are thrilled to have you. We were waiting for you. We met each other back in Knock. It was a year ago in May when we were with Mother Benedicta and Emma Gallagher and others. And so, anyways, we're finally excited to have you here, Robert.
And I know Emma, if she's looking at this video, Emma Gallagher, Thomas Gallagher, the Gallaghers in Derry, a very special Derry connection to this place, you know, bringing us all together. You know, Derry pops up everywhere, I think.
Everywhere, everywhere. Very anointed. Ireland, like I said, and our Garabandal with our Divine Will are very connected.
And let's not forget Sister Claire Crockett from Derry.
Yes. Yes, so as a matter of fact, right next door to our Divine Will Institute house is the wonderful home of our Sister Kristen, who is the person who has been the one who's overseeing Sister Claire's canonization process and wrote her book on, you know, All or Nothing. And her parents are part of the Divine Will, and so is she as such. But anyway, so she's lovely. So the home of the Mother, Garabandal, Ireland, and, Divine Will, we're all connected.
Great. Thank you, Anne, and God bless you.
Thank you, Robert.